Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nerf Vortex Nitron. Let's get right into this.
First off, the Vortex guns, the longer ones, actually shoot shorter ranges than the shorter guns, which is weird.
Which means this is going to be probably the shortest range gun you can get. This matches the heavy class profile, or heavy profile, that Nerf sticks to, because they have the 4 different profiles. So this is equivalent to a Stampede or a Vulcan in size, weight, and functioning. So the visuals, it's very, very bulky like all the other Vortex guns. It's much thicker than any other heavy gun out there. Huge on every side, and it's very bulky. It has the long, I guess you can call it a stock, I might call it a buffer. This is a stock here. Very long void here. But it's not too long. It's still comfortable. I probably just, it's probably that long so it feels like a rifle rather than a smaller gun. It has 2 really nice grips. It has this back one, which is curved like every other Nerf Vortex grip. And then it has the front grip here, which is, I think this is the only Vortex gun with the front grip so far. And it's actually a really nice front grip because it makes the gun feel very solid.
The gun comes with the front scope. It's kind of bulky, just like the rest of the gun. It's kind of nice. It also comes with a sight right here on the gun. And it's awkward because they only use front sights on all the Nerf guns, which is weird.
This is very simple to load and shoot. First, you load it by putting the magazine, obviously. You don't need there's no clip releases for loading it, and you don't need to cock it back or anything. It's kind of like the Stampede, but that works with all of them. And it has like a 2-stage trigger, not a 2-stage trigger, kind of. You have to press this bottom trigger first to activate the flywheel. Yes, this is a flywheel gun, which means it's annoying. So once you pull that, then you can pull the trigger, and it will fire. It comes with a 20-round magazine here, just one. You can buy replacement 10-round magazines. I haven't seen any replacement 20-round magazines. And you can buy these just 10-round magazines at any place where they sell the Vortex guns.
So this gun has the de-jamming slide right here. Goes back and forwards. We haven't had to use it yet, which is pretty cool. So this gun probably doesn't jam that much. It has 2 sling adapters, one right here and one right here on the stock. It has an ambidextrous use. It has everything on both sides. It's all the same, except for the actual scope itself. The spare magazine slot, which is pretty cool because you can put your own magazines in here, and it also acts like a extended stock, which is kind of interesting.
Also, one note, the gun does not operate if the slide releases back, so it kind of works like a safety as well, which is kind of neat. So if you just do this forward, it'll start winding. You need 6 C batteries, which are kind of expensive nowadays, so it's not as cheap as it may look at first, because it's going to cost you about maybe $10 for 6 standard C batteries. The shooting, it's not what I expected. It's very inaccurate, at least ours is. Ours shoots way to the right. As soon as we got it, the first shot's way to the right. So we have to aim to the left a bit, and then it'll go straight. It has a really slow rate of fire, even with new batteries, much slower than any other gun. Possibly even slower than the Stampede ECS and any other automatic, maybe even the Speed Swarm. I'll just demonstrate right now. And I would expect a better one. So the scope functioning is here. This sight has 3 modes other than off. According to the manual, first it's slow tracking, then it's fast tracking, and then it's all on. I would think it's not that. I think they messed up that, because it seems like first it's fast tracking, which is here. It kind of shows you where the dart's going to go, although it's not really accurate. And then it's slow tracking, which I would assume, but according to the manual, it's first slow, then fast. And then it's all on, which kind of looks bright in the camera, but it won't be when you're looking through it. I've used this a bit and it doesn't seem to be accurate towards the Nitron, but I'm guessing it would be more accurate toward the Praxis and maybe the Vigilon.
So the discs compared to the standard darts, these are much slower, so you can dodge them. They go much further since they're like frisbees. They hurt more. They're rubber and foam, so they don't get that much damaged, which is pretty nice. They can bounce and hit other targets when you hit the wall behind them, which is really nice. They ricochet, and you can ricochet shot a lot, which is really fun.
Okay, so now let's go into the pros and the cons.
Let's start out with the pros. The discs are very cool. The gun has a solid grip. It's got 2 grips and the stock, and it's really nice feel. It's got a cool scope, really nice one, and 20 round ammo capacity, which is nice.
And now we'll get into the cons. First, the obvious con with the discs is that you can't use them outside because they're like frisbees. The wind will affect it very quickly if you have any breeze at all. The slow rate of fire is really frustrating. If you're trying to shoot someone, it's just bong, bong, and they can just get out of the way immediately. Terrible range and accuracy. I would never actually myself, I don't think I'd ever use this in a battle just because of the range and accuracy. And it's a bit back heavy. I didn't notice at first, but if you hold it, it does fall to the back, which isn't, I've always liked when it's balanced here, which makes it easier to hold the gun, and your wrist doesn't get tired after a while, but this one, my wrist will get tired after holding it for a long time. That's all for the pros and the cons. Let's get to the shooting.
So we have a reel of 50 feet lined up, 20 rounds. Shoot. Okay, so most of them bounce at 35 feet about, and they bounce very far out. Since they glide down, they go down slowly. So the effective range is about 28 feet, which is over here. It went about this high, which is kind of low. Thanks for watching Nerf Socom reviews for the Nerf Nitron.